Hello again, it's Garsen, and today we're going to talk about the Death Dome. Oh. Oh, man. Oh, right. Oh, yeah, here we go. So, Death Domain Clerics. Looks like they're already in battle. Let's see their continuing destruction. Without further ado, let's just get right into it. Let's see, what do we got? Gale? Oh, you're looking like you're hurt. Here, let's go ahead, use some Vampiric Touch. Nice crit. Oh, yeah, and you know what? Let's pop him real hard. Bam! Ooh! Ooh! Now that is what I'm talking about. Alright. Run back down here. Give yourself a little sanctuary like a jerk. Broken tactics. Alright. No one can attack him. Alright, Shadowheart. She's got a little summon. Sneaky Shadow. Shadow Man! Oh, she's got all the summons, huh? Alright, and then what else you got for us? She can just attack people from the shadows, and they can't heal. So, let's go ahead and rip this guy apart. No, it's not fair. I can't see in there. Alright. We got a mummy. Oh, looks like they're all dogpiling this one. Alright, can you terrify? Let's go for just a bop for right now. Right? Yeah, bop. Oh, nice miss. Oh, you got 2 moves from a haste. That's good. Oh, and good job, mummy. Riposte. Nice. Opportunity. This is your redeeming hit. Yes, good. Way to go, mummy. Oh yeah, here we go. This guy's got a lot of ghoul friends. Here we go. Yep. Fly over here. You're screwed, buddy. Ow! I don't like this situation. No! Oh, payback. We got our Death Knight Asterion here. Let's see what he's got. Oh! Oh! There we go. Nice. Can we finish him off with big Slamma-Jamma? Yep. Let's find out. Boom! Oh, nice. Oh, man. I think he wants to do that again. Accuracy. Touch death. Let's get maybe oil in here. Can we get an oil? Da-da-da. Perfect. Alright, let's see if we can get a big hit. There we go. Oh, action surge. Let's go for a terrifying strike. There we go. That's our Death Knight Asterion. Oh, alright. Can't hit them all, I guess. Alright, what do we got here? This guy's just loving it. I love being surrounded by ghouls. Alright, let's see. Start working on another target. How about... Let's stay in Asterion so we get the Bone Ward going up. Whoop. Alright. Slap him. Perfect. No paralyze though. Oh, everybody wants him. Well, that's not surprising. Please get me out of here. Oh yeah. Can he do it? Is he gonna make it happen? Not enough movement. Oh, let's see it. He needs a new baby brother. Nope. Oh, we got him! On a 38 with disadvantage. Way to go. That's my boy. Alright. New zombie. It's crazy. On a 38. Silence. We ain't doing none of that. We ain't doing none of that. Alright. First up. Get out of that silence. You can stop that nonsense. I told you, you can stop that nonsense. Let's see, we got anything stronger? No, not really. She's just broken because she's sitting in the darkness. Come on, stop it. Fine. Let's see, Gale, step out of it. There we go. Silence no more. There we go. Now you can run up. Use some more Vampiric Touch. Yeah, let's go for a crit. Oh, no crit. It's all good. Let's see, mummy time. Terrified. Nope, 25. Nope. It's all good. Just get a hit in. Wait, somebody got scared though. Hold on. Wasn't somebody scared earlier? Nah. Alright. I tried. But let's go ahead and pop this guy instead. Oh, damn. Mommy! No! Wait. Oh, yeah. I forgot. I worded them. Oh no! The ghouls! They can't get out. No! Alright. We need to fly you over here. Surround the Dark Prince. Dang. Getting all the misses in today. Let's jump over here. There we go. Much better, much better. In that case, maybe we can finish you off. Yeah. Where's he going? Where are you running, dude? Alright, whatever. Go for it. Perfect. And let's get another hit in. Perfect. Can we get, oh yeah, we can hit both of them with it. Okay. Perfect. Nice crit. And we get the Bloodlust Elixir going. Woohoo. Great weapon master. Oh yeah. Vicious. That's the Death Knight right there. I don't need that guy's pants. No, I don't. Okay. And then got another ghoul here. Surround him. That's a nice little camera angle. Little shadow guy here. Get him. Maybe having more isn't better, but it's fun nonetheless. Alright. Zombie man with the zombie plan. Come on. Come on over there. Help your newborn brother out. I'm coming, brother. Nope, he decided to go after the zombie. He got a crit in the blindness. Oh, that's funny so. Oh man. Well, that's a big hit. Nice. Hey, who said you could walk away? I guess you can just walk away. Let's see. Can't do nothing. Let's finish you off. Still can't do nothing, huh? Nope. And come on. Shadow. It's Shadow Man. Okay, back into the dark. Gimmicky, but cool. No, no, no. Play nice. Or else you'll become zombie. No, no. Get him! Get him, little guy! He's so good. Oh, man. And I think that's the end for you. Yep. Okay. We can't just let him die. Wait, that doesn't stop the explosion from killing him. Oh well, whatever. And then let's get another big hit off. Aww. Come on, Gale. You gotta use that divinity. Divinity. I won't allow it. We need another chance. Damn. He's sucking, boy. Alright, for that first hit in the beginning, that's not too bad. Let's go ahead. Scare. Oh, damn. Can we fly now? I don't think you can even hit anybody. Man, you are screwed. Get her! Get her! Alright, finish him off. You know what I forgot to do this whole time? Was the Spirit Guardian. Oh well. Biter. Ah, yum nom 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 nom. Nah. 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 Ooh, Shadow Man. Go for it. Shadow Man. With the power to shadow. Why Gale? Why Gale? Jeez. You know what? Please help me. Nah, we don't want a cheap kill. What we want is Gale to finish with the divinity! Okay. Alright. Just a ridiculous amount of stuff. This is why I don't play Necromancer. Except maybe like Lone Wolf or whatever. Okay. And then I think we can heal. Let's go for it. Bing! Okay. Well, hello friends. That took a little bit. Sorry about that. But that's what happens when you play with Necromancer in a turn-based game, right? Today, we are talking about the Death Domain Cleric that is coming to a DLC near you. Or, I guess, Baldur's Gate. But it's the new Cleric Death Domain. Thanks for watching a little combat here, but we're going to have a little chat. So, sorry, not much action from here on out. We're going to go over the new Cleric subclass that's coming. Yay! Death! Not too... different from this channel unusual, but patch 8 is going to introduce Larian's going to add new subclasses, one for each class. It's Death Domain for the Cleric. It's free, it's DLC I guess, but it's pretty cool. Just as a side note, as I've done on all these videos, it's Larian's homebrew. These are based on D&D tabletop rules, subclasses that were originally in the game. Larian came in and modified them for their level 12 cap, and then these might be different than what I'm showing here, just a little, you know, notice right there. We're going to do a quick breakdown because that took long enough. Trust me, I can go through this very quickly. At level 1, you're going to, in addition to all the cleric stuff you get, you will be getting medium armor proficiency and martial weapons as proficiencies, so you can use some stuff. Sounds pretty good for a Death Knight. Reaper's Touch, this is basically Bone Chill, except the way it was implemented here on the modder, the way he implemented it was, if you saw when I used Reaper's Touch, it's almost identical to Bone Chill, but it has a little AoE. It hits everybody next to it, and then it causes Bone Chill effect, right? False Life, you get at level 1, you get Ray of Sickness at level 1, and then there's a feature, Reaper. Your Necro cantrips can target 2 foes within 5 feet of each other. I don't know if that's what... I think that's something exclusive to the modder giving Reaper's Touch, but all Necro cantrips, and there's going to be more of them, are going to have the ability to hit anybody within 5 feet of each other, but I don't know how Larian's going to exactly implement that. So, 2 targets for the price of 1 on your cantrips is pretty nice. Level 2, you're going to get Channel Divinity, that's Touch of Death. It's a melee hit. You're going to do a bonus of 5, plus 2 times your Cleric level for necrotic damage, right? So that's what Gale was doing over here. He had Touch of Death. This is going to take your weapon damage, and then you're going to do the additional 5 plus Cleric level. So if you're 12 Cleric like he is, you're going to do 24 additional damage plus 5. Alright, so level 3 you get Blindness and Ray of Enfeeblement. You don't have to swap them out, they're just always available. Level 5 you're always going to have Animate Dead and Vampiric Touch. Pretty fitting, right? Because you're sort of the undead Necromancer Cleric. Doesn't mean you have to play it that way, but... level 6, very interesting one. Inescapable Destruction. This is just an effect, passive. You ignore necrotic resistance, as you can see, ignores necrotic resistance. Level 7 is Blight and Death Ward as spells, just ready to go. Level 8, you get Divine Strike. This is usual for clerics. Most of them get Divine Strike. This one adds the 1d8 Necro per turn. So it's not like Paladin Smite in the fact that you can... I will say it's like Paladin Smite, because you can do this on reaction, whether you want it for your ranged attacks or your melee attacks. But level 8, a lot of clerics get this. This is just going to add necrotic instead of the other clerics getting like thunder or whatnot, right? Basically, level 9 at Cloud Kill, and then there is, going beyond the 12 limit cap on tabletop, you would get Improved Reaper. So that Reaper cantrip thing at level 1, where you can target 2 foes if they're next to each other with your cantrips. Now, if it's a level 1 through 5 necromancy spell, it'll be able to do the same thing but with spells. And then instead of a single target, if it targets a single target, it can target another target within 5 feet. But this is level 17. Why are we talking about it? Well, there's Homebrew. And what is Homebrew? It's the devs' changes to the D&D table rules to fit the video game or their setting, right? Vanilla classes like the Beastmaster Ranger, that got a heavy change to fit their game and what they were going for. They wanted the Beastmaster to fit a certain niche or role when you're playing it, so they updated it, modified it, and so I have no clue what they're going to do for Death Domain, but they've already confirmed certain homebrew. And in fact, since we're on that note, what I'll go ahead and do is pull up the page exactly here. It says, for the Cleric Death Domain, basically, essentially, they've already confirmed there's going to be 3 new Necromancy cantrips. And I don't know if they're exclusive to the Cleric Death Domain, but we're getting 3 of them. And they even said for their homebrew, they're going to let you blow up corpses. So that's pretty cool. But you can see that on the actual like notes page over on like Steam or whatnot, where they've kind of thrown out their update. Getting back to it, can we pull this up again? Okay, so we have confirmed we can explode corpses. Awesome. There's going to be 3 new cantrips, maybe like the Reaper's Touch we've seen, but they have confirmed one of them is called Toll the Dead, where I believe you do more necrotic damage like the next turn, but I'm not sure exactly how it works. But yeah. The other thing is, since there is going to be homebrew, maybe the improved Reaper skill here, instead of level 17, it might go down to 10, 11, or 12. We'll see, right? More incentive for you to go all the way to level 12 Cleric, right? But Cleric is kind of a broken class. I want to kind of do a word on it. In the meantime, real quick, before I get into some builds, let's do a notable. Any kind of notables that I'm personally seeing with this. Level 6 is pretty cool because not only on Shadowheart but also Dysterian we went for like a Death Knight fighter, right? So level 6 you still get 3 feats from fight, or 2 feats from fighter and a 3rd feat from Cleric. Level 6 is right when you get that necrotic resistance, so if we build for necrotic, like look at all this necrotic damage, and then we can at level 6 we get 2 charges of channel divinity, so we can toss this out twice. That's pretty cool, right? It's not as strong as going level 12 Cleric, but it's 12 more damage because 6 Cleric plus 5 damage. That's pretty cool, and it all ignores resistance at level 6, and then you also get your Animate Dead, so you can have your little zombie friend even as a little Death Knight character, so that's pretty cool. New cantrips from level 1, so just a dip into this class. If you were going for Necromancy, you have 3 new cantrips apparently to choose from, so that's pretty cool. Exploding corpses, of course, and this seems tailored for like a Death Knight, so I had to kind of make one as an example. And I am talking more specifically about the level 6. Seems like getting a dip at least to 6 is pretty tailored for if you wanted to go for a Death Knight, or if you wanted to go for a melee casting Death Knight, all Cleric. You have the medium proficiency on this build, and then all of your stuff is, a lot of your stuff is like melee oriented on these spells, right? Melee spell, melee bonus here, melee with inflict wounds, and since they're attack rolls, I can go for more of a crit build, but we'll get into that in a second. So 2 different ways to kind of do Death Knights. I think Death Knight fans are going to be really happy with this. And a word about Clerics real quick, especially a level 12 Cleric. Oh my gosh. You just have spells, right? Probably one of the easiest spellcasters to learn if you're still not used to it. This is going to be more focused clearly on damage and summoning, you know, undead and summons and whatnot. But Cleric has so many good tools, so whether you're going a couple levels into it or all the way to 12, I'd totally recommend a 12 build because Cleric's just really easy. Unlike Wizard or anything else, you just have all the spells and you can just swap them out on the fly. Say I don't need Prayer of Healing, I just get rid of it, and then I have this whole list to choose from, and I'd be like, I want Banishment now for this fight. So before you go into a fight, you can just kind of have all these spells to choose from. You just hit the level button, very easy, very flexible. Pretty cool. But Clerics are just tons of utility and viability, healing, killing, control. Clerics are good, man. So I could talk, and I have talked a lot about Clerics. Go watch that video. But anyway, build time. This is what you came for, right? So let me kind of like walk into the light, come out here a little bit. All this slaughtering. Before anything, I do want to say thank you to a lot of people asking and requesting things, commenting, so thank you guys as always for watching. Build videos aren't my specialties, but I like kind of sharing them with you because people are always asking me. So let's start with the basic. we got just the level 12 pure cleric. Like I said, this one is focused on crits for the necro spells, and I'm hoping for improved reaper at like 10, 11, 12 if I go to use a level 12 death domain cleric. This is what I'm hoping for, because this is pretty baller, right? So if you don't know how to build crits, essentially you get items that have these stack where you can roll, instead of a 20, you can now roll 19, and then that would stack with another item that does the same effect like this. So now it's 18, and then you get an elixir, and now it's 17. And I took Spell Sniper as a feat. It should be right down here. Spell Sniper. So now when I use spells, it's another. So this goes down to 16 or higher, I can get a crit. And with Risky Ring, I roll 2 dice instead. So if 2 out of the 2, I take the higher. If one of them turns into 16 or higher, I get the crit. These only work on attack roll spells, which there's a lot of them for Necro. So you have your Cantrip, you have Inflict Wounds, you have Vampiric Touch, which you get for 10 turns if you can keep the concentration. Touch of Death just adds on to your damage, so your weapon damage can obviously crit, and obviously Blight is not an attack roll, so it can't crit, but anything with an attack roll would then benefit from this crit build. So I was thinking, like, man, maybe I can get big hits on Vampiric Touch or Touch of Death, and with no spell slots, I can even Reaper's Touch, right? And there's a little bit of like actual necromancy going on with the mummy, and I had a ghoul earlier, so you can do a little bit of that too. So maybe it's not exactly like what you're looking for in terms of like rezzing the dead and whatnot, but another little caveat is if Act 3 you can get this staff. Now your opponents have disadvantage on saving throws against your necromancy spells. So if you this is a little odd, because if you want to throw out something like Blight, this will have give them the disadvantage. It doesn't necessarily work with like attack rolls because it's talking about saving throws. However, what's cool about this is if you kill somebody with your necromancy spells, you then get free charges, so then you could use something like Blight over and over and over again without spending spell slots. So very common usage for anyone using necromancy spells, especially the big Circle of Death one. Okay, so overall, I'm just trying to feature off, like, the Cleric Death Domain gets medium armor. This gives me advantage on saving throws. This gives me advantage on dex saving throws. This gives me disadvantage on saving throws. Maybe not the best combo, but I was trying to, you know, work that in. And since I'm so up close in their face with melee, I'm just showing off I get +1 on spell attack rolls, and I can use them in close range. Kind of negated by the Risky Ring, but, you know, I'm just kind of throwing things together here. But we actually have some pretty good spell save DC. And yeah, you can do a little bit of necromancy with summoning the mummy from Create Undead, level 6 spell. Animate Undead, create the ghoul. You just would go into this. You only get one of them, but you can create a very powerful ghoul. Man, everything's dead, huh? Here, I'll just take this. There we go. Now we have a ghoul and a mummy. And then, of course, you do a lot of freaking damage with your necrotic that can't be resisted, right? So, pretty cool stuff. I think that, you know, kind of... Oh, I was going to do an obvious Sporistarian, but I opted for the Death Knight. So how about obvious Death Knight build? Ba-da-da. Okay, some jank setup. That's not actually true. We'll get to that. But anyway, so obvious Death Knight setup would be what we got for Astarion. I think a lot of people are looking for something like this. Like I showed with Gale, I would consider this a Death Knight. You're heavily armored. You're using death spells. You know, and you can even bop them for mad damage with Touch of Death. This resets 2 charges every short rest. But what if we did a split with Fighter? And man, trust me, I wanted to fit Spore Druid into this for even more necrotic damage, but just ain't really worth it. Doesn't really work. With Fighter 6, we are going to get 2 attacks with our weapon. With Astarion's extended form, he gets 1d10 necrotic. With the gloves, we get another 1d4 necrotic. And with the sword, Saravok sword, Sword of Chaos, we get another 1d4 necrotic. So obviously we're building for necrotic. We have a nice Reaper's Touch cantrip, so I figured, okay, get Arcane Synergy, put some of that wisdom back into the weapon attack. So we get +4 from the wisdom to our weapon attacks, make it magical attacks. This guy can have a ridiculous amount of strength if you abuse like all the strength potions you get across the game, including Ethel's potion, not the hair, the potion. Go look it up. But, of course, fighter lets us use any kind of weapon and armor. So we have the heavy armor. We don't need dex. We have, like, a little bit of initiative from the bow. We have good armor class from the armor. We can't be stopped or paralyzed thanks to the ring. Arcane synergy. This lets us concentrate. And here's something I goofed up on. I forgot to use this during the demo. But the idea here was you can have spirit guardians, right? And these are all necrotic damage. So while you're walking around bonking people, this is going to give you advantage on constitution saving throws, which is concentration saving throws. So it's very hard to knock you out of this. You have a good cantrip to hit from range, 60 feet range. If it works like this does in the real release, it'll do a little AoE around it, right? And then you'll have, of course, your two-handed great weapon master all in. You can turn on and off for the accuracy or damage, whatever you choose, right? So this build would just slap. I mean, even without the Spirit Guardians, we would have been mowing people down with this because you get Spirit Guardians, you'll be doing 3 to 24 necrotic every time you walk in or somebody walks near you, while also beating the crap out of them. Action Surge. You can even sank yourself if you need a turn to recover, like especially on a turn where your haste, your speed potion might run out. So just, this is very straightforward. And of course, you can have at least one little undead buddy. He's not very strong, but he can make more zombies, right? So where is that guy? There he is. Come over here. Right, so this is the little guy. Regular zombies, if they kill anybody, they obviously leave a little debuff that if they die, you get a newborn zombie. So perfect. Your little Lich King build, there you go. Okay, we'll leave that there. And then finally, this was Necro Wizard Hybrid. So I kind of had to do this one, just because I'm sure the moment you talk about necromancy, someone's like, let's show us a necromancy build. What's good about 6 wizard on necromancer, this is the necromancer school for wizard that you pick out at level 2. And then level, what is it? Death domain, obviously, for cleric. The nice thing is at 6 and 6, you still get 2 feats, right? I don't really think you need all that much for feats. I was doing a bit of a stat man. I've gone over this before, where you take all the stats, 20 and 20 and 20 and 18 and 21. Okay, her job is to literally just summon a bunch of stuff. She gets aid. So with aid, you can give all your party and zombies 20 more health or 25 more health. I would use the level 6 spell slot. Since I am a 6 cleric and a 6 wizard, I still get crazy spell slots, right? And so what I can do with that, thanks to the 6 necromancy wizard, is when I animate dead, I can go all the way up to level 6 spell slot, make a bunch of flying ghouls, right? And so that's how I have the 3 ghouls or 4 ghouls here, right? So they're pretty powerful. Gives you a lot of, like a miniature army, a little militia for you. And then there's some other bonuses for being a necromancer. It improves like their health based on your proficiency or intelligence or something like that. And then of course, 6 cleric means that no one can resist my necrotic spells. So if I was, let's just say something you see very often is you can use that necromancy staff, right? So I could sit in the shadows with the darkness because I have the blindness ring. I can't be blinded. So once I have my army, they can go out and fight and take all the damage, and I could drop Circle of Death. And if I kill anybody with Circle of Death, because of the staff, I would get free spell cast of Circle of Death, and people have disadvantage from dodging my Circle of Death, right? So it's just a big screw you nuke, and it's like, it's actually bigger than the Circle of Darkness. But yeah, you can drop Circles of Death while you comfortably sit and cheese from your darkness because you can't be blinded, and all your minions can go out there and run and kill them. And your minions are going to survive a while because you can drop aid on them. If you want to buff their mage armor, you can give them Long Strider. I have a mod where everybody gets Long Strider in one cast, but you can just manually do all that. And of course, if you want to save one of your ghouls, you're off your bonus action. You can drop a Sanctuary and be like, no, I don't want you to die yet. You still have one more turn in you. But yeah, from there you have some other control spells like Black Tentacles. There you go. And if you don't know the trick, you can also have your zombies actually drink these up. So let's go ahead, have the mummy come over here. I want you to have Elixir. So your summons can also get elixirs as long as you put them on the ground and pick them up, or, drink them. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm excited for Death Domain. These aren't too crazy new examples or anything like that, except maybe what you can do with, I think this is awesome. This is definitely what I would probably be going for personally for Cleric domain, or the Death domain. But yeah, that's going to do it for now. Again, I appreciate you, Larian, for adding some seemingly free DLC. Keep throwing out big patches like this. The freaking community loves it. But I also, of course, appreciate you. I did Death domain today because there seems to be some interest towards that one, but I'm going to cover all these subclasses. So let me know what you're excited about, and I'll show you some builds and some breakdowns for those next. All right? So as always, guys, I appreciate you watching. If you have any comments or questions, let me know. But until then, have a good one.